There we go. We're back. We're back online. Sorry about that. I lost all visual. All I could do was hear the cars roaring around. I lost all visual. All I could do was hear the cars roaring around. There we go. Hopefully that's sorted out. As I come back, Y Racer sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Let's just try and catch up with anything we've missed. Gavin still leads the race from this match, so nothing's changed there. Just 0.2 of a second between the two of them. Definitely not giving Gavin this race on a silver platter, making him work for it. Ronald, can you just enter the last comment you entered on the last video? Because I missed that. All I can say is this would be a fantastic German Grand Prix to be sitting in that stadium section, watching these two coming around 47 laps in a row, just a second in it. Lap 48 of 67. Gavin and Nismax continue. 0.2 of a second in it. Positions have changed endless times. I lost count a long time ago. Vino still in third place for the Force India. He's having a fantastic race. He had to fight off Y Racer for a long time. Seems like he's got the better of him for now. Y Racer has just fallen back a little bit in fourth place. Make it now 2 seconds away from Vino. RZ DV is in fifth, but he's not making too much impact on that top four. 21 seconds adrift. Followed closely by Wolf in sixth, and Wezza in seventh. Midfield running relatively closely. And then you've got DW down in 8th. It's been a drive of recovery. Had to pit after lap 1. He's been making his way up through that field ever since. So your top 8 runners are all on a set of softs, no older than 5 laps old. The top 8 on very similar strategies. First man on a different compound is down in 9th. He's on a set of mediums. It's Lucas playing a different strategy. I still tell you that still till this day, the actual race lap record here in Hockenheim is Kimi Räikkönen. It's a 1:13.7. Well, the old lap record at the longer circuit was a 1:41 by Jean Pablo Montoya in a Williams BMW. Like I said, different times. And that fastest lap by Kimi was set in 2004. Man's been around for a while. Let's go back up to the front, nothing in it, just 0.2 of a second between these two. There's Max again, just feels to me like he's keeping the pace. He's able to stay on that gearbox. I don't understand why he wouldn't be able to pull away. Gavin comes back at him straight away when he does manage to get past, and he's managed to get past a couple of times in this race. Just hasn't been able to turn it into a lead. Lap 52 of 67. 15 laps remaining with these two still going at it. And miraculously, respect to both of them, no damage, no wing damage, no nudges, just really good quality racing. And I just feel that these penalties are going to rack up, and they're going to be what takes that top step away from Gav. And Vino not far behind these top two. It's 4.5 seconds. Keep our eyes on that gap, because I think he will catch these two if they continue at it like this, and he's running in free air. Might even bring Y Racer with him. Be an interesting final third. Side by side again, the Toro Rosso and the Ferrari. Toro Rosso coming out ahead this time. Gavin will fight back as he always does. They're entering a tricky part of the circuit, not easy to pass in the stadium section. Maybe he'll just let Nismax have it for now and prepare for those DRS sections, get the most out of them, make sure you get the ultimate traction, get as close to him as you can in the braking points, and by that last DRS section you could get past again. He's very strong into this corner over here. Decides against it this time round. I've seen him make a pass into that very corner a few times. Not going for it this time. Don't want to break the racing footage, but just to have a look at the penalties, if anyone's watching, that's what they look like. Yeah, I'm not counting this. It's still going. There we go. 53 incidents. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Max continues to lead this race, 0.4 of a second now. And lap that Ferrari for the second time, no problems this time round. Evan needs to be careful, doesn't want that gap to get over a second. It will mean he'll be out of DRS range on a track that it's extremely difficult to pass on. Activates DRS, he goes to the inside, he's gonna go for it this time around, he's got it. Will he be able to hold it on the exit? He does. Very nicely done. I'm not sure how many times he's either taken or defended the lead in that very corner. He just got something over Nismax on that particular part of the track. Now the second Ferrari getting involved. Hopefully it won't complicate anything. Let's have a look a little further back. Y-Racer and Vino. Y-Racer in third, Vino fourth. Still battling for that podium spot. These two continue to battle, as do these two. It's having a bit of a counter effect really, because Gavin and Nismax continue to battle. They slow each other down. Should allow third place to catch up to them, but third place has his own concerns. And it's just keeping that gap between second and third at a constant 4.5 seconds. Ronald in the comments seems to agree. Nismax playing it safe for the time being. He is in the lead, but not pulling any sort of margin for now. Gavin's still in that DRS zone. Both of them running low ERS. So not pushing to the max for the time being. See what Gavin can do now. He's going to have another go with these multiple DRS sections. It's actually 3 consecutive ones. Let's ride on board with him so we can get a better view of this. And in again into the very same corner, he goes to the inside. Will he make it stick on the exit? And yes, he does. Ronald asking for driver of the night. Well, it's a tough one. RZDB fastest lap of 1:14.0, so really getting the pedal down now. He's out on a fresh set of ultras, so he has stopped again. 10 laps to go, so he'll take those ultras to the end. Question is, what is the plans here for the guys at the front? Surely taking these softs till the end. I don't think pit stops will come into play for anyone in that top 6. Another thing, just remember, we will only know who wins this race when they cross the line. Not only have they not stopped battling, but I think Gavin's name has popped up on the penalties more often. So while they look like this on circuit, it may be very different in the result. 1:13.9 now for Robbie, RZDB 2000. There's a 1:13.9, still not able to beat that lap record of Kimi Räikkönen, a 1:13.7 set in 2004. And a McLaren. All these fastest laps by teams that could only wish for a fastest lap today. McLaren and Williams, what happened? Gavin now right on the gearbox. He decides against it, stays behind Nisbecks for now. It's going to get DRS and the superior traction and have another go at it. Side by side. And Gavin just retakes the lead. Nismax comes back at him. He runs wider than he would have wanted to. Goes over the curb. And he allows Nismax to retake the lead. Evan tries to take it around the outside. Nismax closes the door for now. No, I've missed the last couple of rounds, but I would say this is one of my races of the season. Got a fantastic battle here, first, second, and then third, fourth, not far behind. We've let this creep up on us, but the two battles that were two individual battles are now forming a 4-car train, and this is when things can get messy. So now lap 60 of 67, just 7 laps remaining, and the top 4 have found each other at the same part of the racetrack, going around line astern. I don't think they need to worry too much about 5th place joining this battle. He's 30 seconds adrift, but Gavin yet again another 3-second time penalty, and where this queue of 4 cars can very quickly get dangerous for Gavin is if he does have more penalties than the others, he could find himself in 4th place and having led this race for a majority of the time. That'll just be cruel. Ronald already giving predictions, but I'm not going to read that out just yet. Commentator's curse is a thing, my friend. And I've learnt in the past, don't don't praise anyone too much, too early. I've seen some of the fastest, most consistent drivers making the silliest mistakes. So I'm not going to comment on who I think wins. I think anyone in this top 4 could win. All you need is someone running wide at the front, a little bit of contact, and 4th place could be in 1st. So it's close enough. Nismak's in 2nd, and he's choosing not to activate DRS. Hasn't used it in the last 2 DRS sections. He's just left it off. It's allowed Y-Racer to get closer. Ooh, and now these top 3 getting awfully close. Y-Racer getting very close to the back of Nismax. The last thing we want is any silly wing damage to ruin this battle. Five laps to go. I haven't commentated on one of these in a while by myself. Usually I've got a co-commentator, and believe me, it's actually quite tiring. Four laps to go. And look at this, Y-Racer has made a move on the Toro Rosso. It hasn't worked out. He's kept 3rd for the time being, but there's nothing in it. They continue to battle, and now he's taken 2nd place from Nismax. And Vino for real has gotten past Nismax. Nismax now, look at that, these positions changing all the time. Now reads Gavin, Nismax, Vino, Y-Racer. And that could still change. It's allowing Gavin to get up the road a little bit. These 3 starting to scrap with each other. Now things just seem to have stabilized at the front once more. That is the Afrikaans comment, I understand it. I'll definitely be doing that after the race. I do have bad news for you though. I've just lost all visuals again. So it's not my internet connection, it's the game. I have to reset the machine again. I'm gonna do that quickly, so that hopefully we can have the end of the race on the stream. My apologies yet again. I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes.